Deny yourself, pick up your cross. What's pick up your cross? It just means don't let anything going on in your life dictate who you are and how you are. Walk through it and keep your eyes on Jesus and manifest him. And when they squeeze you, he ought to come out. Come on, if you squeezed an orange, what would you get? Orange juice. If you took that orange and split it this morning and put it on that little Pampered Chef little ridgy thing and get all the, pour it in the cup and drank it and it was apple juice, you'd spit it right in the cup. If you squeezed an orange and got apple juice, that'd be weird, wouldn't it? So why isn't it weird when you squeeze a Christian and you get everything but Christ? That should be super weird. It should be really weird to us to squeeze us and not get Christ. But if you're not alive for his great name and you're just alive for your own well-being, you'll probably get you when you get squeezed. If you're in this for you, it's probably you that comes out in pressure. Let me just say it this way. If you've been done wrong and you're living done wrong, then it'd be really good to hear and take heed to what I'm saying. If your story is all about what you've been through instead of all about what he's been through to give you new life, new attitude, a new way, a new reason for being, come on, he makes things new. You don't put old wine in a new wineskin. That new wine don't hold up in an old wineskin. It'll leak out the cracks and spill on the ground. It's supposed to come out of your belly like a river of living water. Right onto that girl. It's supposed to pour out, not leak into the floor. Well, you know, brother, life's been tough. It's been a little rough, man. I've been under a lot of pressure. You know what we say? How about people say, you ever hear this in the church? We're notorious for this. Well, brother, just keep me in prayer. It's been a wilderness season. You ever hear that? You ever hear somebody tell you they've been through a wilderness and their face gets sad and they start barely walking? I'm thinking, you must be in the children of Israelites wilderness, where it was all about them, and it'd be better for us, and it'd be better for us, and it'd be better for us. Because Jesus' wilderness, he's ministered to by angels, empowered in the Spirit, and he comes out on fire. Like he's in the same wilderness, and he comes out of that wilderness, and he's on fire for God. Angels ministered to him. Yes, same wilderness, same temptations, same devil, just trying to get him to think for himself. So next time a Christian says they're in the wilderness, they should have angels minister to them. They should be filled with the Spirit, ready to say, the Spirit of the Lord is upon me. He hath anointed me. He's reading Isaiah 61. He opens the door to the wilderness and comes out, and he reads Isaiah 61. He doesn't say, keep me in prayer. It's been a rough month. He was in there 40 days. The Israelites were in there 40 years. He fulfilled what they failed in 40 days and came out empowered by the Spirit. Don't you take claim to the wilderness and make it a bad thing. See, every time you get tried in something, you ought to just consider it something testing the Word. Something testing the Word. Don't get spooky with it, and it's just something testing the Word. And this ain't even about me. This is about the kingdom. I'm going to submit to God. Resist the devil, he's going to flee, and I'm going to come out of this knowing God more. Every time you're in adversity, don't try to get scientific with it. Don't get all caught up and ask 20 questions. You know what? The wise man in Matthew 7 had the same storm as the foolish man in Matthew 7. The wise man didn't have the storm because he opened a door. He had the storm because he heard the word. And he did the word. And the storm still came. It didn't try to destroy the wise man. It tried to destroy what was built in the wise man. It tried to tear down the word. Mark 4 teaches us that. The sower sows the word. Satan immediately comes for the word's sake. He ain't after you. He's after the word. If you're surrendered, that word will grow into something. You be a wise man. Don't be any of them other types of soils that hear it and run out with joy, but you ain't got no root in you, and the trials and the heat of the day, just take it all away. Cares of life, take it all away. Sown out in a wrong motive, left field, la land, like just sown out in left field, trampled down. What's the devil doing? Trying to steal the word. You got to deny yourself. This is the only thing Christianity has ever been. I know we made it a prayer to go to heaven, but it's deny yourself, pick up your cross, and follow Jesus. And Jesus is like an amazing expression of loving the world and not being of it, but loving the people, laying down his life. I mean, Jesus is every day walking through it and never changing. He let men hit him. And you think I'm going to be offended because you said something? He let men hit him. Why am I talking about this at a city quake? Because if you don't live this way, you'll never be confident and be filled up and feel powered up to even notice the people around you, let alone feel like you have anything to give them. You'll feel like you're just always barely making it, if you even feel like you're making it. And that's the lie of self-focus. That's the lie of not living surrendered. That's the lie of making it all about me and what I get from him instead of what I become because of him. I don't come to God for what I can get from him. I want to be more like him because he made me for his image. And if I don't have love, I got nothing, and I'm missing the whole point. 1 Timothy 1:5 says the goal of our instruction is love. Flows out of a pure heart, a sincere and a clear conscience, and a sincere and childlike faith. The pure heart and the clear conscience go hand in hand. You violate the heart, you'll violate the conscience. You violate the conscience, you'll shipwreck the faith. It's a sequence. Are you all with me?